Gospel for today has a simple liturgical flavor to it. The famous two disciples who had been traumatized by the death of Jesus and so were returning to the safety of Emmaus, here are pictured as relating the experience of being spun around by their meeting with Jesus, who had broken bread with them. Their hearts were on fire during this intimate liturgy, and so back they come to relate their homiletic story. During this relating, Jesus shows up and convinces his congregation that he is really present to them in his humanity and divinity. Jesus then does the historical review, proving from the holy writings that he would have to suffer. Then, as a result, with any good homily, the minds of the little congregation were opened with understanding. This is all very intimate and comforting, of course. Intimacy has consequences, and Jesus ends the liturgy with the definite dismissal rite. Get out of here and preach repentance and the forgiveness of God, beginning right here, right outside that door. I hear many Catholics respond when asked if they are Catholic by the confident statement, "Yes, I go to Mass every Sunday." That is similar to one of the listeners in today's Gospel saying that he was there when Jesus ate the bread, and so that makes him a disciple, a follower, and that's all. I would love hearing someone define themselves as a Catholic by saying, "Yes, I get sent from church each Sunday, personally and as part of the community, by the missioning experience of the reception of the Word and the Eucharist." I know that's a long form of self-definition, but you get the picture. Every encounter that Jesus had with persons after the resurrection was a mission meeting. Jesus did not tell his little congregation to relax and talk things over and then see what's going to turn up next. As with any experience of intimacy with God or other humans, there will be implications. Intimacy invites us into mystery, into adventure, into deeper experiences of life. Jesus invites his intimate friends to go out and be intimate within all nations. If I were allowed to reform the Eucharistic liturgy, it would be to explain and extend the ending of the Mass by having everyone who has come to church announce aloud where and to whom the Eucharistic community is sending them. It would be like a second prayer of the faithful. The faithful are faithful through their being met and by their naming of their being sent. Nobody would be sneaking out of the service privately right after communion. They would have their minds open to understand more clearly why they did come to Mass and why they would want to leave together. The liturgy may end with a dismissal rite, but the Mass continues in our living his being sent.